Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Better World Technology recently participated in the Goodwill Leading the Change conference in October of this year. While many of you were unable to meet us in person, we'd like to share with you a brief snapshot of where the market currently is and how technology is changing. For nearly 20 years, Better World has been providing IT services to nonprofits across the country, including many Goodwills. As an MSP, we focus on bringing best-of-breed technology solutions to our partners, and one of our key partners who supports our work with many nonprofits is Star to Star.
Thanks, John, and hello to everyone. Just like Better World, Star to Star has had a long history in supporting nonprofits. Obviously, we're very focused on the communications and delivering communication solutions. So we're leveraging the power of not only owning our own technology, but focusing on how we can assist partners such as Better World to deliver integrated, very simple, high quality solutions that not only enable nonprofits to deliver on their mission, but also take away cost and complexity out of the operation. So I'm looking forward to having that discussion and putting it also in the context of what's happening in the industry overall and how the Better World and Star to Star partnership delivers value to the business.
Thanks, Mick. Over the past several months and into what could be a very long year, every organization has been faced with handling IT challenges, from adapting to a remote workforce to maintaining information security, and how to manage complex budgets in an ever-increasing challenging time for nonprofits. With Better World and Star to Star, we're helping organizations across the country leverage technology to work smarter during this challenging time. Some of the key things that Better World is able to do for organizations is to really simplify technology. We're eliminating the complexity of working remotely, and we're able to help organizations work smarter no matter where they're working.
Yeah, if I can add to that a little bit, John. So I think everyone on this call would appreciate that. We're hearing a number of trends out in the industry across the market today. You hear digital transformation, you hear about work from home. Obviously, there's operational challenges ranging from security all the way through to how do I leverage my resources more efficiently and effectively. What Star to Star is doing is tapping into every one of those concerns by delivering an integrated solution, a SaaS cloud-based, and leveraging some of the unique characteristics that we have with our technology and combining that with what Better World is doing to ensure that we can accelerate an organization's ability to transform their business and their operation, reallocate resources, ensure that they can deliver the best possible user experience, both to their employees and the constituents that they support. Much of that is underpinned by one consistent theme. Often you hear about employee productivity, but we tend to focus more about efficiencies. How do we deliver efficiencies, both in terms of taking out cost, taking out complexity, integrating communications end-to-end, so there's a digital experience, and then extending that all the way through to the applications that a nonprofit is using to execute on their mission. And we do this by combining that with a lot of the experience and technology that Better World brings to the table with Star to Star.
Many organizations face IT challenges on a daily basis. Throughout the last several months, Better World and Star to Star have been working with many organizations to help them figure out ways to overcome those challenges. And one of the things that we find is a common theme for organizations is that they have many vendors that they work with, and ranging from a phone vendor to an IT vendor to a vendor who provides internet to a vendor who manages servers. And what Better World believes and has believed for the last 20 years is that there's a better way. And we call that the Better World way, where you outsource and we manage and deliver. It's one point of contact, regardless of the service that we provide or the solution that we provide. We're able to help you manage all aspects of your technology and provide a single point of contact for an organization so that you're not chasing down vendors. You're truly working with a partner. Some of the things that Star2Star and Better World are able to do together through our partnership to support our nonprofits across the country is we're able to help you accelerate your adoption of software as a service, by simplifying your IT infrastructure and helping you move to the cloud. We help organizations with a shared services model where you can have services like unified communications, desktop as a service, and even help desk services that are provided by Better World and supported through Star2Star that are shared among other organizations to eliminate that heavy financial cost for you as an organization. In addition to that, you get a uniform experience. Right now, with organizations being challenged through these times, you're finding that people are tasked to do more with less, and employees are having to do more and more while working in a way that's uncommon to them. And what we're finding is that giving employees a uniform experience, right, simplifying how they can work, what tools they use, and even how they get help has been something that Better World and Star2Star have been able to make a big difference for organizations. One of the key services that Better World provides that's powered by Star2Star is our desktop as a service. It's a unique solution that helps organizations empower their workforce by providing a uniform experience for remote workers, workers in office who need a secure experience, or for organizations who just need to modernize their Citrix infrastructure. And Mick, do you want to share a little bit about why Citrix?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, John. Let me put this in the context of something John and I have discussed a number of times, where Better World is focused on best of breed. Best of breed, but not at the most expense. So really, Better World is consistently looking at how to bring the best possible solutions together, feature function, technology-wise, maturity, stability, and so forth, and deliver that at the appropriate level of cost to the customer. Feature-rich at minimal cost. So in choosing Citrix, what we've done with Better World is, or Better World is doing actually with Star2Star, is combining the best of two worlds. At one level, we've got a unified communication solution that is fully integrated end-to-end and has been developed bottom-up to scale with the likes of business that a typical nonprofit runs and take out cost and complexity. And then on the other end of the scale, partnering with Citrix, Star2Star is bringing to the table the best possible user experience in the market today, and doing that in such a way that it's cost effective, also secure, and taking away complexity from a nonprofit. As many of you would appreciate, some of you I know are using a Citrix infrastructure. That's expensive. At times it's expensive. It can be labor intensive in terms of resources and so forth. So Star2Star combining with Better World takes that workload off you. Now, another foundation element here is not only is the technology mature, all of us need to look at how we run our business, and we need to be confident that the stability of the technology is an integral part of the value proposition. So of course, Star2Star has been around a long time and our technology is mature, as is Citrix, with more than 100 million users globally. The other unique thing here, though, that the Better World and Star2Star partnership leverage here in delivering this service to yourselves is that Star2Star is unique in the market in terms of our communication solution, regardless of which aspect of it, runs natively in a Citrix environment. We've taken away that cost, that complexity of development and integration, so that it can run all inside a Citrix environment, and we can extend that with Better World all the way through the applications that you're using in a typical Citrix session, so that you can accelerate that return on an investment and also maintain a consistent end user experience. I should also add one more thing, is some of you, maybe many of you, have heard about Citrix's Intelligent Workspace. So Star2Star, working with Better World, we've allocated resources, and we're actually working with the Citrix product teams so that our solution can integrate into that artificial intelligence layer, which adds another level of productivity gain and automation at that desktop level. So it's something to be conscious of as you're dealing with the Star Data solution longer term. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Mick. one of the things that we've seen for all of our customers and potential nonprofits we work with across the country is that the way we communicate has changed so much recently. Gone are the days of everyone sitting at their desk picking up an office phone, and we don't know when or if that normal will ever be here. But we've all adapted to kind of working in what we're calling the new normal and having a variety of communication tools that let us communicate in a way that works for you as the individual. While some of your staff may still prefer the traditional landline, many organizations are working primarily with communication platforms such as Microsoft Teams or soft phones. And Better World and Star to Star have some unique solutions that allow you to work the way that works best for you and communicate on the device and platform that is going to work best for you and allow you to drive that productivity for your organization. And Mick, care to elaborate on that?
Yeah, again, this is about leveraging some of the unique strengths that Star to Star brings to the table. One, of course, our technology is proprietary, so we don't license any third party. That means a number of things. One, it takes away complexity. Two, it takes away cost. And three, in terms of integration. And of course, those advantages flow directly through to the nonprofits as Better World puts these solutions in place. But not only that, by owning our own technology, not only do we ensure a consistent user experience end to end, and it speaks really to that digital transformation or productivity or efficiency gains that an operation is looking for, but equally so, we can now license and bundle our solutions and cater to the specific needs that Better World identifies with a typical nonprofit. So if you've got unique requirements, we can move our technology around and create a different level of flexibility that empowers that nonprofit in terms of how they want to execute. Additionally, if I can, and I don't want to kind of extend this too much, is we're doing some interesting and unique things. I mentioned earlier on that we're partnering with Citrix and making a significant investment with Better World and Citrix in terms of integration, and that's reflected really in the Better World experience that they're building and sharing or taking out to their customer base through the Star DAS solution or the DAS solution. But also we're extending that now to Microsoft Teams integration, of course, automation and workflow processing, so we can provide contextual communications all the way through to the applications that you need. And of course, augmenting that with video and soft phone and so forth, right? So everything is focused on that user experience and leveraging the flexibility that we bring to the table because we own our complete technology stack. John?
Thanks, Mick. And one of the key things for all organizations, as we're thinking of those trends and what's changing with communications is, keep in mind that as your organization matures and evolves and goes from having that physical brick and mortar office and traditional phone setup, Better World and Star to Star, we're able to adapt with you. Whether you need to provide a communication solution for retail stores that have that traditional brick and mortar experience, or you need to support a remote workforce that no longer works in a headquarters and works from home, we have a communications platform that has integrated video, audio, and a mobile experience for all of your employees. And if you're an existing Microsoft Teams user, we do have a communications integration for that as well that we'll be able to elaborate more on in the future. You've heard us talk a lot about Better World and Star to Star and the tools and solutions we provide, but one of the big differences that we believe in is that Better World and Star to Star are truly a partnership. There's not a vendor or a partner relationship with us as an organization, and we work that way with our customers, whether it's a nonprofit or a small business or a B Corp. Better World Technology has been a certified B Corp for over 17 years. And what that means is that we truly support our organizations and believe in their missions. We believe in supporting them and giving back to them annually. And we also believe in truly being a partner and not a vendor. With Better World and Star to Star, we work to understand your organization, learn your industry, and to really be a key organization that you can depend on to help you, not just provide a service and send an invoice. Mick, care to elaborate a little bit about, kind of how Star2Star works with Betterworld and is a partner?
Yeah, look, I think the best way to sum this up is, first, at a personal level, let me just say, I've been working with Betterworld now for at least nearly 2 years. I'm excited to be working with Betterworld. I believe in their approach and how they engage their customers and their laser focus on understanding the customer's business. The same way Star2Star spends a lot of cycles in understanding someone like a Betterworld and what their business is about and how they can deliver ultimately value to their customers. We engage closely all the way through to the end customer, as Betterworld can, or as John can attest. And I would characterize it, I'd put 2 parts to this. One, again, I go back to best of breed that Betterworld always demands of us. And I would just want to share this with everyone. When you look at the complete industry from a communications perspective, Star2Star brings to the table the highest retention rate of customers in the market today. I'm sure everyone says that, and Betterworld holds us accountable to that in terms of our commitments to them. But the proof is in the pudding. Where is it? Is customers retaining and renewing contracts and relationships with both Betterworld and Star2Star. And that is consistently one of the leading metrics in the country from a communication perspective. The other way I would characterize this is very simple. When you combine Betterworld and Star2Star, we incrementally deliver more value to you as a partnership. And the very simple way I would describe this is, in this specific example, 1 + 1 = 3, not 2. It's about the incremental value that this partnership brings to your business.
Thanks, Mick. Every organization has recently been faced with the challenge of rolling out a remote workforce. And just this past year, Betterworld and Star2Star provided a very unique solution for a health and human services organization in the state of Florida. They had a very aging technology infrastructure. That infrastructure was your traditional, they own the equipment, they own the licenses, they own the software. And, through a very, very long process of due diligence, Star2Star and Betterworld came up with a solution for them that allowed them to take advantage of our desktop as a service. And if you're not familiar with what desktop as a service is, Betterworld and Star2Star provide a desktop as a service solution that's powered by Citrix and allows your employees to have access to all of their apps and your organization information and communication tools, regardless of their physical location or what device they're on. I myself have used my desktop as a service from my iPad while traveling with my family. I've seen folks on Mick's team and Star2Star pull it up and use it on a cell phone. And we have traditional folks who use it from a work from home, work from anywhere situation where people are able to use it on their home personal computer. So allow you to facilitate a bring your own device situation, or to even use it where you're providing equipment to individuals that's at a lower price point so they could take advantage of using the desktop as a service and not have to have as an expensive machine for home use. Mick, care to share a little bit about some of the challenges and the problems that we solve with desktop as a service?
Yeah, very simply, at one level we take out cost, at another level we ensure a consistent, simpler user experience. It enables employees to remain productive and in fact accelerate or grow their productivity. It definitely, this solution is all about taking away cost and complexity from that business, and it allows you to reallocate your resources and use these resources in a much more strategic way. The good thing about it, of course, is given the investment that we're doing with Citrix, as I mentioned earlier on, a lot of the heavy lifting is being done behind the scenes by Betterworld and Star2Star working with Citrix, so that we can further simplify the solution and deliver that kind of consistent digital experience. One thing also to keep in mind is that we've got customers that are extending that experience all the way through to their customers, so that they can ensure their ability to engage with their constituents through an effective human digital experience, if I can call it that. So there's a lot of value add. We could probably do a separate session here on the complete Citrix story and how we add value to it. But happy to have that discussion. I know I'm going to leave some details at the end, and I know we're planning on doing some follow-up.
And if your organization's facing some challenges with rolling out a remote workforce, whether you're looking for a desktop as a service solution or a communication solution, please don't hesitate to reach out to Better World. We will be able to, help you. And whether it's a solution that we provide or just some technology guidance on where the marketplace is going and what could potentially help your organization, we're happy to help and have those conversations. Obviously, technology is complex and only increasing. As you read in the newspaper weekly, you see the information security breaches, you see complexities in terms of regulatory, you see complexities in terms of how people want to work. There's definitely a digital divide in terms of how some people are accustomed to working and how some people enjoy working. And what Better World and Star to Star are able to do is that we simplify the technology for your organization. We take out the complexities of it through our managed IT services. And that can be what we call a piece, a part, or a whole of your IT infrastructure. We have many organizations where we work with them in a co-managed IT environment, Star to Star included, where they work with us. And we have some organizations where we do everything for you. So we call it a piece, a part, or a whole. And through these solutions, we're able to help you take your limited resources and extend them so that you're getting the best technology platform on the market, whether it's unified communication that rivals that of Fortune 500 companies, to desktop as a service powered by Citrix and Star to Star that helps you eliminate your Citrix expense and internal infrastructure. Mick, anything to add on this?
No, I think that your last point there around simplifying their Citrix ecosystem is probably the key point there. And also, I just want to re-emphasize the uniqueness of combining that communication solution and not limiting it purely to voice, but leveraging the uniqueness that Star to Star brings to the table in terms of our ability to run in a Citrix environment, specifically developed for a Citrix environment. And then, think about the applications you're using, and when you can combine the application with a communication component of this, or communication, collaboration, video, putting it in context of that application, and this, obviously Better World has got the experience in terms of the integration and so forth, and then extending that into that automation that occurs in Citrix, it is a powerful story in terms of both the user experience, productivity, and of course adoption and return on investment, because obviously, investing in a Citrix solution is an expensive venture typically, but we can, the Better World combination is all about maximizing that.
Thanks, Mick. Before we move on, in terms of how you can connect with Better World and Star to Star, I wanted to share with everyone a little bit about the services that we provide and just give you kind of the 3 key areas where we're able to help you as an organization. We won't bore you with all the details on these, but if your organization needs managed IT, help with your software as a service, or is really looking at a strategy in terms of your voice and data, from unified communications to communications as a service, Better World and Star to Star are able to help you. And I know we've provided a brief overview of some of the challenges in the marketplace and some of the solutions that may help solve a particular need of your organization. But if you have questions on anything at all, or would like more of a deep dive in terms of where the marketplace is going, Mick and myself are happy to assist and help with any of those questions. Mick, I'll let you kind of share a little bit about the continued engagement that we're going to be offering for our nonprofits.
Yeah, thanks, John. So once again, when John asked me about getting involved here and presenting together, our thoughts were, we didn't want to do this as a one-off. We appreciate that there's a lot of things happening out in the industry today. There's a lot of things happening with technology. Obviously, we've got an acceleration that's happening out, catalyst that's happening in the industry. Obviously through COVID, which is all about digital transformation or organizations becoming leaner and more productive. So we thought, what makes all that up? So our intent now is really to use this session as more of a foundation, and then over the next few months do a series of these where we can expand on how all these elements can come together. So we're going to touch on, really, how do you focus on rolling out a desktop as a service strategy for your organization, and what are the, what should the strategy be? What would be the value add that you're looking for, and what role does it play in, of course, enabling your business and your operation? Another one, of course, is the workforce. All right, as I said earlier on, people are talking. You'll hear it be characterized in different ways: knowledge worker, productivity, digital transformation. The bottom line, though, is where the rubber meets the road is the employees. And the question then becomes is how do we empower these employees to leverage the technologies around them to maintain their productivity, their ability to engage with their customers or your constituents, and help you execute on your mission. So there's a strategy there, right? So I think it's part of our role, and a Better World's role and ours is to, in that spirit of partnership, partnering and understanding your business, to share our knowledge, our understanding of how that all comes to play. And then, of course, communication and collaboration is foundational, but we want to take it beyond just a voice solution. We want to take it beyond, someone thinking about a phone or a video. We want to extend that now and think about, well, what role does communication and collaboration play in driving that business and enabling that business to execute and be effective, relative both to their constituents and employees, and how when you bring the employee, when you bring that desktop together and you combine it now with communications and the applications that you use to do your missions, your mission statements, what does it mean? How do you drive that, that ROI? And then ultimately, of course, everyone is about driving productivity. Everyone is about customer satisfaction. Everyone is about, improving their business. And of course, a contact center, call center has a role to play in that. Of course, Better World with Start has a solution, which is part of that, the top 3 bullets that I just mentioned. So we wanted to touch on that in the end as in terms of how you do leverage a contact center in your execution and enabling your business. And as we'll go through these over the next couple of months, there may be additional topics that I'm assuming you individually may reach out to us formally or informally through Better World or myself, and we're happy to roll those into these and elaborate on those, and even bring some experts in who can talk with us and share their knowledge with yourselves over the next few months.
Thanks, Mick. And if your organization has, as Mick mentioned, a particular question or is looking to learn about a particular technology solution, we're happy to host, an event for your executive team. We're happy to put on a technology best practices event, or happy to just kind of give you that sounding board to talk through, potential projects and where you're looking to invest in 2021 and beyond. Thank you very much for your time. Obviously, everyone has incredibly busy schedules, and before we leave you, please wanted to share with you our contact information. Don't hesitate to reach out to Mick or myself to ask any questions or learn more about what we can help you with. And feel free to visit us on the web at betterworldtechnology.com/goodwill to learn more about the offerings from the Goodwill Leading the Change conference that we're offering for Goodwill members. Mick, I'll let you wrap us up.
Yep. Once again, thank you very much, everyone, for your time. Like John, I appreciate that everyone has busy schedules, but we live in challenging times where there's also an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to improve, and an opportunity to innovate. So Better World and Stardust are here to partner with you. My commitment, and I know John is committed to understanding your business better and constantly building on that, and we will deliver value. So please feel free to reach out to us directly, and we will do what it takes. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.